and welcome to today's speed build. If you're new here, then thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today we're building in the world of Newcrest, and we're doing another festive home, and I am so excited. I say another. I feel like my last build, I don't think my last build really counts as like a festive home, because my last build was like a Christmassy town, but I didn't actually decorate any of the houses. So I guess this is my first festive home, and unfortunately my last before Christmas, which is so sad. But I am super excited about this build. I really hope that you guys like this one. And yeah, I'm really proud of this build. I feel like I'm always proud of my builds, but this one is just, I think it's gorgeous, and I loved every step of it. I loved doing the whole thing. I didn't really get bored of it, although this is a huge house, like absolutely colossal. I didn't really get bored of decorating it. I just thought it was so fun, and I had so much fun putting in all the details and making it super festive and coming up with like his stories for the family and the family dynamic. And yeah, I absolutely love it. So, as I've not said already, this is a generations winter home. So this obviously can hold a lot of Sims. Now, it is a generations home because there's enough room for everyone, grandparents, toddler, parents, teenager, child, things like that. And yeah, I thought this would be a really nice home for generations, especially if you're playing in the season of winter and you know you want to enjoy Winterfest. Obviously in The Sims it's called Winterfest. And we have Father Christmas and oh, not Father Christmas. That's real life. We have we have Father Winter. And he's obviously like the Santa of The Sims, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. I love playing with Father Winter. He's so fun. But yeah, I thought that this would be a really nice build, and I have never built something that is this style before. So I was like, do you know what? Why don't we go all out? We'll make it huge, and we'll make it for a generations household because I don't know about you guys, but I love playing in massive families. Like, it's so chaotic, but it is so fun. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now, this build is very symmetrical, which you can probably tell. That wasn't the plan at first, but there was a few attempts before this one, and I'd kind of bulldozed a few times, and I was like, maybe I would find this a little bit easier if I actually made it symmetrical. So I tried doing that, and it worked an absolute charm. It looked so much better. And yeah, as I said, I'm super happy with it. So yeah, I am going to talk a little bit about the inside of the house and just kind of what it consists of, so you guys know if you do want to download it or anything like that. So the inside of this house has 5 bedrooms. There is 3 bedrooms on the top floor. It is a 3-floor house, just so you know. 3-tier. I don't know if that's what you'd call it. It's got 3 floors. Anyway, so the top floor has 3 bedrooms, and then the second floor has 2 bedrooms. You'll kind of see why it's only got 5 bedrooms. I say only, it obviously holds 8 Sims, so, but the reason I didn't fit in more is because I wanted to do the very like traditional thing in these kinds of homes where you have a kind of open balcony on the second floor that kind of looks over your sitting area. I thought that would be really nice, so that's what I did on the second floor. There's like this big open balcony, and it's so beautiful, and you can see over, and I thought that was really sweet. So that obviously took up a lot of room on the second floor. So the second floor has only 2 rooms in general, but it does also have a sitting area and 2 entrances to the little balcony on the outside of the house that you can see, because I really thought it would be nice for your Sims to be able to access that, because they can sit out there, you know, with like the whole family can sit out there and like sit on the benches or like look over the balcony. I don't know, say if I lived in a house like this, I feel like I would most likely get all of my photos on my balcony. Like, you know, that would be like the best photo opportunity spot. I don't know, especially you can see in the background the last build I did. So in the background you'd have like a Christmassy town. Oh, which I don't know, just so cute. But yeah, you can see my last build in the background, which I don't know, I think it's actually kind of nice. I feel like it kind of adds to the atmosphere. But anyway, so yes, there is 5 bedrooms. There's also 1 bathroom and a laundry room, and there also ends up being a pantry. So like attached to the kitchen there's a pantry, which I've never done. I don't think. I don't remember ever doing one, and I thought it was so sweet. You'll see it, but it looks very, very cute. Now there is only one bathroom, and that does sound crazy because there's 5 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, but as I said, a lot of the floor plan was taken up by the big like balcony that I decided to do. So if you do want there to be more bathrooms, which is completely understandable, you could definitely change the laundry room or the pantry to be that. You could probably also maybe alter a bedroom and like put a bathroom in. So yeah, hopefully it's not too much of a big deal if it's something that you maybe don't like, I don't know, or something you don't want to play with, because I know that, you know, Sims, they're not the most easy things, you know, like my Sims will not use the bathrooms that I put in anyway, so having 1 bathroom probably isn't ideal. Because yeah, I usually put about 2 or 3 bathrooms in, and like my Sims don't even use them, so I completely get your struggle. But yeah, you definitely can alter it if so. But yeah, that is what ends up consisting in this house. There's also 2 living spaces because I decided to put in a big living space where like obviously the balcony overhangs, that I thought could be your very like formal, is that the word, like formal room, like that's where you go when it's kind of like fancy and stuff and like you invite guests over. And then there's another living room, and I was thinking that was your more casual living room. That's where you sit with your family and you watch Christmas movies, and it's very, very cozy. And yeah, so there's a very different dynamic in both of those rooms. But yeah, there's technically 2 sitting rooms. There is a dining room, a kitchen, and there's also a spa. Okay, now I was going to do a sauna, but the sauna just, it fit, but it was really awkwardly placed, and I didn't want that. So I was like, do you know what? I'll do a spa. And something I had seen was that in a lot of Finnish houses that don't necessarily look like this, but have kind of a similar vibe to them. I've heard people in Finland say that all of their houses, I mean, not even just the ones that look like this, but even in like very, very small homes or in like apartments and stuff, they all seem to have saunas. I don't know if this is like, I don't know like how accurate this is, but I'd seen a lot of people saying it. And I was like, well, I mean, I may as well include something like that, you know? I thought it was a nice idea anyway. And yeah, as I said, I couldn't really do the sauna, so I was like, we'll just do a wee spa. But yeah, I decorated it obviously with spa day, and it's a really cozy room. But again, if that's something you didn't want, you could definitely turn that into something else, like even separate it into a bathroom and a bedroom if you wanted. But yeah. Anyway, so we are starting off with the inside of this build. I'm sorry I've talked for so long. Oh, by the way, on the outside, I did add a Pavola? Is that what that's called? I think it's called a Pavola. And what I was thinking is like your Sims maybe go in there in like more summertime and stuff and do like summer activities, but it would still be really cute to go in there in the winter. But anyway, we're starting off on the inside here, and we're doing the first living room. So this is the more formal one. This is the one that they would kind of invite guests to and stuff. And I used the beautiful piano from My Wedding Stories. This is gorgeous. I don't think I've ever used this piano. I never use the grand ones because there's never any room, but this house is huge, and I was like, that's gorgeous. So I put it in. I went for this very like white, dark brown, and like lighter brown wood tone vibe. I don't know. I know that a lot of people do not like mixing wood tones or like mixing colours, but I kind of love it. I don't know. I just think it adds so much character. I also feel like when I stick too much to one wood or like one colour, I get a wee bit carried away and I make everything very matchy matchy. And I don't really like that because I wanted this house to feel very like realistic, very like lived in, family orientated. I feel like in my house, for example, like things don't necessarily match unless we bought them as a set. Most of my wood tones and things will not match. I might have like browns and then whites, and yeah, I feel like it's more realistic to have it that way. So I thought that was okay. um so I did go for these lighter wood swatch walls and then like a darker wood swatch floor. But yeah, that room is very, very, how do I put it? I don't want to say like blankly decorated, but I feel like it's very minimalistic. Or maybe I can't use that word because it's probably not. But for me, I'd say it's very minimally decorated. But anyway, we're moving on to the casual living room, and this is where you would sit, you would watch some Christmas movies, and you would just chill out. And by the way, speaking of which, have you guys like watched a lot of Christmas movies this year? Because I haven't. I think I've seen 3. So I've seen Deck the Halls, The Grinch, and The Holiday. And that's it. Like that's all I've watched this year. Obviously amazing movies, but yeah, I don't know. I usually always watch Home Alone 2 because that's like my absolute favorite, but I just haven't watched it this year. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've not really had time. I'm definitely gonna watch movies tonight, so I'm finally off work, which is why I'm able to film this voiceover. And oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just chill out and relax. And oh, I'm just excited to relax. You're getting old when you're just excited to chill. But anyway, talking a little bit about the living room. So that little table in the middle is actually the new table that we got with what is that pack called? For rent. And it's a gorgeous coffee table. It's so beautiful. And I decided to do the trick where you kind of place and turn, place and turn, place and turn. And I think this table ends up looking gorgeous. I did use the tool mod just to stop any clipping. So what I did was each table, I just raised or lowered it by like 0.001, and that made it able for me to place them on top of each other without it doing that wee clipping thing. So yeah, I thought that was really sweet. Hopefully you guys like it. And then I just decorated it. I feel like this room is not super cluttered either, to be fair. I don't know, maybe when I do bigger builds I just kind of don't clutter them as much. Then again, I say that as I'm cluttering stuff. No, this house still is quite lived in. It does feel very full, but it is a full house of people, so that makes sense. I should probably talk about like the family dynamic and stuff, shouldn't I? That would be good. Okay, so I love getting into family dynamics, so just excuse me. But so on the second floor, I decided it would be really nice if we had the grandparents because, there isn't any bedrooms on the bottom floor, otherwise I would have put them there. But they don't want to be walking up too many stairs. So I was thinking there is probably 2 grandparents. I know that I normally do 1, but I was feeling like 2 for this house. So 2 grandparents there on the second floor. And I feel like they just... I feel like they do live here permanently. Like sometimes I do storylines where I'm like, they live here sometimes and then they go to their own house, but no, I think they live here like all the time and they love being here and they love being with like their grandchildren. And I think that they are very family orientated. Like I was actually thinking that the whole house, all of the decorations and stuff, that was them. Like they're so excited for like Christmas. They're more excited than anyone, or Winterfest even, but they are more excited than anyone. Like they're just they're just like fun. I don't know. I feel like they're really fun grandparents. They're really nice. They love to like spoil the grandkids at Winterfest. And yeah, just I don't know. I feel like they're just very festive, festive people. But yeah, I feel like they're the type of grandparents that would like, you know, if your mum said no, they'd say yes. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking for them. And then also on the second floor, we have a toddler. I was thinking that the toddler was a little boy and he's the youngest. And I feel like, you know, I feel like he gets like the most attention at the moment just because he's the youngest. And like, he's, you know, everyone's kind of like jealous of how much attention he gets. And, you know, I feel like he's probably a really, really good kid. Like, I feel like he has like the angelic trait. Like he's a really good toddler and he's so nice and just sweet. And then like all the other kids just like cause chaos. But yeah, obviously I didn't think too much into the toddler just because there's not too much to go on. But yeah, I really like the toddler's room that I decorated. It's very sweet. But yeah, and then I was thinking for the people on the top floor. So there is a room and it is two Sims sharing, and these are two child Sims, and they're actually two boys. And yeah, they are just. I feel like they're very very close in age. I don't think they're twins. I think they might be the ages of like maybe I don't know what was I was thinking of before. I was thinking like 8 and 10, but I don't know if I'd maybe want to do like 9 and 11 or like 10 and 11, something like that. Like I feel like they're very close in age. They're not in the same class because obviously they're 1 or 2 years apart, and I feel like they are very very close. Like I feel like they actually get on really well. Obviously they will fight as siblings do, but I don't know. I feel like they're they have quite a bond, almost as if like they have that twin bond, but like they aren't twins. And then we also have the parents on that floor, so mum and dad, they're there, and yeah, they just kind of I feel like they don't worry too much about the kids and stuff because they have the help from the grandparents, so like they aren't too worried. But yeah, I feel like they're stressing trying to get all the presents in, trying to get everything sorted, all the lights hung up and things like that, like on the outside of the house, of course. But yeah, I never think too much into the parents, which is really bad. I really should. But I did think that they both probably have quite hands-on jobs, and I was thinking this year for Christmas they actually managed to get Christmas off, which has like never happened before. I feel like usually only one of them manages to get it off, but this year it's both of them, and it's just a really really nice moment, really sweet. And then also the last sim that is in this household is a teenager, and their room is very very cute. I feel like this teenager is a little bit more separated from the family. They like to kind of chill, do their own thing, and yeah, just like listen to their music. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like this kid feels like the forgotten child, you know, because they're the oldest. I feel like a lot of people say the forgotten child is usually the middle because like your first child does everything, your last child is so young, and then like there's the middle child. But no, I think in this family, like the teenager thinks that they're left out. But I don't think they care. I think they don't care to kind of engage in their family activities, so they just kind of are happy doing their own thing, you know. But anyway, moving on from that, we can talk a little bit about the build. So we are doing the dining room right now, and this is a very very cute room. It's very cluttered. I originally was going to make it the full size, but then I ended up cutting it off and making that little room the laundry room. Now don't actually show me doing the laundry room or the bathroom, just because this video is so long. It's such a long voiceover, and I feel like you guys probably don't want to listen to me ramble on for like 40 odd minutes, so I was trying to cut it down as much as possible. But yeah, this is the little dining room. I think it's so sweet. And then I didn't talk about it because I was talking about the dynamic, but you probably see me do the pantry. I absolutely love it. I think it's so sweet. I put a little sink in there as well, just to make it realistic. Like maybe they go to the pantry to clean their dishes. I spoke about this in my last video, but they brought out a feature where you can actually set your sink now. So you can choose if you want it to be a bathroom sink or what's the other one? A kitchen sink. I was going to say a Christmas sink. A kitchen sink. And then that way your Sims are no longer going to wash their dishes in the bathroom, which is amazing. I love that. I love that you're able to do that. So, yeah. I don't know how I got onto that topic. Oh, yeah, because there's one in the pantry. So, yeah, you can set that as one of those sinks. And then, yeah, obviously there's a sink in the kitchen as well. But yeah, anyway, so we are moving on to the little spa room, and this is a very, very sweet room. It's very minimally decorated. Again, maybe I am being too bold with that word, but I think it is very minimal compared to the rest of the house. It's also not festive in here. It's meant to just feel very, very calm. I feel like, you know, the parents, as I said, they have very hands-on jobs, so they go here to kind of chill out, kind of relax, and just, yeah, do their thing. Just sit and get a massage. In The Sims, you can hire a masseuse, and they pretty much just come and give you a massage. So, yeah, I'm guessing that's sort of how you could do this. Or you could have it that one of the parents' occupation is that they're a masseuse. Obviously, in game, it's not an actual thing, but if you wanted to do it in terms of like gameplay and stuff and have it like maybe they do it in their spare time or something like that, that would be kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really nice to have it. And as I said, I had looked up and yeah, there was a lot of people from Finland saying that they had saunas. So I was like, well, this is like it's not sauna, but it's similar, it's very close. But anyway, so I did decide to put a desk in this house because I thought with it being a generations home, you are going to want there to be a desk. A lot of the time I don't like doing them just because I feel like they maybe look not the best, but I really wanted you to be able to have one. And yeah, it's very basic. It's just this little table and chair, and it's just in the hallway. I didn't want to do a specific office because I thought it would be better to have the laundry room than the office. But yeah, you could definitely change things around if you don't want to. You could definitely change it so that the other room is the office, and then put like the laundry stuff in this little nook if you wanted to. But yeah, now this is the last room I show me doing, and then we move on to the top floor. Not the top floor, the next floor. So in this floor, as you can see, we have the little balcony overlooking everything, and I love this so much. I think it looks so nice, and I've never done a build like this, so I was super like proud of it. But on the upstairs here, you can see there is another little living space. I know we probably don't need another one, but I was thinking, maybe the grandparents like to sit here and just kind of look out and enjoy the scenery and stuff. Maybe if they can't be bothered going all the way downstairs, they would just sit here and chill. I feel like I would sit here at like nighttime and just hang out. Like, why not? I feel like you would be able to eavesdrop so many conversations because like it's a big open roof. You'd just be able to like hear everyone, like you'd be able to know what everyone was saying. I don't know. And not that you would, but yeah. Anyway, as you can see, probably there is like one room on each side, and that is the grandparents' bedroom and then also the toddler's bedroom. And yeah, there wasn't really any other way for me to make like more room up here. I felt like if I were to have added more rooms, then I would have had to have compromised the balcony and had it so that the balcony wasn't surrounded by a fence, and I didn't really want to do that. So yeah, I decided I'd just make it big open space and then have the two bedrooms. But yeah, for the grandparents' bedroom, I ended up going for a really nice like yellowy vibe. I was kind of swapping between yellow and blue, and I wasn't really sure what one was nicer, but I was like, yellow, it feels really warm. I was thinking blue because blue is like Christmassy colours as well. but I actually ended up doing the kid room upstairs blue, so you'll see that it's very, very sweet. But yeah, this is the grandparents' bedroom, and I know you're probably thinking this is a small room and it's a double bed. I did playtest, and your Sims do scoot. Mine did, at least. Mine scooted over on the bed to let the other one in, so I don't think it should be a problem. It worked completely functionally for me, so hopefully it's the same for you. And yeah, I feel like I was very indecisive with this room, but I was actually super excited to do like festive bedrooms, because obviously I've not done any festive bedrooms this year. So this was the first one, and as you can see, I've like put the cute little bunting on the windows, and I thought it was really nice to go for that kind of white one because the room was very light, so I thought that was really nice. And now we are doing the toddler's bedroom, and I absolutely love this room because it is so bright. I've never went for this color scheme, so it's like green, yellow and blue, and I think it's so sweet and it matches so well with this little bed, especially I think because the floor is such like a cool brown wood tone. It just goes really nicely with the bed, and it just looks so sweet. But this toddler has it all. Like, they have a TV in their room and everything. He is like kitted out. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this little bedroom. I think it's so sweet. Now you're probably thinking I didn't include like an infant or a newborn in this house. If you wanted to have like only one grandparent or only one parent, or you wanted to change the bedroom upstairs to be for one child instead of two, you could have an infant or a newborn if you wanted to. That would be completely fine, would work completely well. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to have a toddler. But yeah, you could even change this room to be an infant room if you wanted and just have an infant in here. But yeah, I don't know, I just really liked the idea of a toddler because I feel like gameplay wise they're a little bit easier just because they can go up and down stairs themselves. So you don't need to worry about like lifting them up and down. But yeah, I don't know. Has the like excitement for infants died down yet? Like, or are people still very much like enjoying having infants in the game? I don't know if people are like over it or not, but I remember people being so excited. I was super excited. Like, I just thought it was cool to have another life stage, but I don't know. I just feel like toddlers are a little bit easier. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we are doing the top floor now, and we are doing the boys' bedroom. So this is the two boys, and they share this room, and it's so sweet. Now, I did start off with this like really nice light green, but I did end up changing it to the baby blue, and I think it is so sweet. This room is a little bit of a narrow, weird shape, so I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know what to do, but I think it ends up working, so you can let me know. Did I go with green? No, I didn't. I went with blue. I'm so sure I went with blue because I use a blue tree. Yeah, no, it was blue. I'm just thinking, I'm like, wait, maybe I didn't. No, I did. But yeah, as I was saying about them before, I feel like they're very, very close, and I think they are quite young. I didn't actually make their room too childish. I normally do, but I think it's very obvious that they're children, but they're not super. I think they're probably really mature for their age, honestly. I made their room kind of neat, which I never do either, but I was just switching it up. I feel like I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I had never done a build like this. I haven't done a generations home in so long. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to mix some things up. I'm just going to do what I want to do. But yeah, I did put a desk in their room because there's only one desk, and that's obviously the one on the bottom floor. And I don't like just putting a desk in someone's room because then all your Sims will go in their room to use the computer. So I was like, we have one downstairs, so I can definitely put one in here. And I thought that was sweet. Like, your Sims being able to sit and play games when they come in from school and stuff. I'm pretty sure I didn't give the teenager a a computer, but that just kind of leads on with the forgotten about the forgotten about storyline. Obviously, she's not actually forgotten about, but you know, her family's just very, I feel like they're just very wrapped up in their toddler and things like that. I actually think the teenager gets a lot of attention from the grandparents. Like, the grandparents will like give her money and be like, oh, like, do you want this new jacket? And like, I don't know, I feel like they have such a close family dynamic. Yeah, I don't know. I just, grandparents is so sweet, especially in The Sims. Like, I love having grandparents in The Sims. They're so cute. It's just so fun. And I feel like they're so funny. I don't know. I don't know why I think that. I just feel like they're really funny. But anyway, we are moving on to the parents' bedroom. And it's very like traditional little room. It's usually what I go for. I just kind of do the bed with the wee bedside tables. But yeah, I really like this room. It's quite bright. It's quite colourful. I done this bed. This bed is from the Horse Ranch pack, and it's very sweet. I don't think I've used it in this swatch yet, so that was really nice as well. I really like that. And yeah, I just kind of put in a few things that I thought would be nice. Like, I'm sure there's a dresser, there's a TV, and then there's also a chair, and then there's like decorations. I actually had to stop myself from using the dresser that came with for rent, because that dresser is absolutely stunning, and I used it in like 3 rooms, so I was like, no, I can't use it in another room. But it is so beautiful. It's like, it matches really well with some of the stuff that we got from the Grown Together expansion. Like, all of that stuff goes together so well. I just think it looks so nice. But yeah, they're not similar style packs, but they have some similar themes, and I really like that. But yeah, this room just feels so cozy. I did end up putting a Christmas tree, but it ends up being up on a wee unit, because I thought maybe they're not like super into, not like they're not into Christmas, but maybe, you know, they just want a little bit of festive spirit, but they're like, okay, we don't need a whole tree in our room. Also, I don't think they'd fit a whole tree in the room. I'm actually really sad because, so I reorganized my room. My room used to be very like quite spacious, but I changed it, and I prefer the way it looks now. But because it's less spacious, I can't fit a tree in my room. So when I decorated this year, I was like, oh, there's no room for a tree, and it was actually really upsetting. But I, with the lights that I normally hang around the tree, I just put them like all around my room and just decorated all the other stuff. But you know, it'll do. But yeah, I was so sad. I was like, oh. But also, I mean, I guess I didn't need to worry about putting a tree up. I feel like at Christmas time, decorating the tree is like my least favorite part, because it's so stressful. You need to put like, half of the baubles can't be next to each other because they're the same color, and then you need to actually like build the tree, like put the 3 parts together, and then you need to pull out all the branches. I don't know, I guess some people love it, but my favorite part is like putting the little ornaments up, the little decorations and stuff, or like putting the star on the tree, but not the whole tree. Not a fan of the whole tree. But anyway, I just get distracted a bit too easily. We are doing the teenager's bedroom, and it's a very sweet room. I did struggle for a little bit with how I wanted it to be decorated, but it ends up being a really nice space. I filled it full of posters, made it very like personal to the sim, and very, you know, very their style. So I thought that was really sweet. And yeah, it's a very long, like horizontal room, but I feel like it's nice. I feel like it works really well. They have a lot of floor space. Like, see if they ever want to, like, I don't know, play Just Dance, they've got the room to do it. So I wouldn't be complaining. But we are actually coming to the end of this video, so I do just want to say a massive thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you did make it this far, listening to my rambling voice. It was probably very annoying, but I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really hope you guys have amazing holidays, whether you celebrate or not. I hope you have a really good time. And yeah, I will see you guys after Christmas. But thank you so much. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, take care, everyone. Merry Christmas. Bye.